Hey guys, so we're back with the third video, and I think I still have 2 more videos to do, maybe even 3. So it's definitely a lot bigger than I expected it to be, but this is our third round of signatures here, and I don't even know what to say. I haven't lied to you guys yet, and I don't plan to start anytime soon. Again, I'm just giving my honest opinion based on my experience that I had with these people. I could have caught some of them on a bad day. I could have caught some of them on a good day, okay? So just keep that in mind, all right? Anyway, so God, who to start with first? We'll start off positive, and then we'll just kind of go downhill after that. So this guy blew me away. This was one of my favorite people that I had met the entire time I was there. Damien Leone here in the middle. Is it Leone or Leone? I think it's Leone is what they kept saying. So anyway, it says stay terrified there. And what else does it say? Writer, director, and FX. I tried to add Felissa Rose to it as well, but they did cap her line off because they say she's just so bubbly. She takes her time with everybody. So unfortunately, I didn't get to meet her. I'm going to keep this like this until I get an opportunity, maybe a send-in or something that I can add her to it. But I love the way this looks. And this guy was so dang nice, y'all. So freaking nice. Let me just say, he talked so much, and it was basically just like simple talk, but he went out of his way. It's crazy. The man went out of his way, stepped around his booth and stuff to go and shake my husband's hand, who was kind of stand and like off a little bit. And he, we were talking about doing pictures and stuff like that. And he was like, okay, well, come on, and he went up to my husband, shook his hand, and had him come around to get in the picture with us. Like, such a cool guy. If you can meet him, he is definitely one, I would say, hit his line because he's awesome. Hey guys, so I'm popping in really quick because as I was editing that last video, I really didn't like the way I left out. There was just a lot more that I needed to say. It was Damien Leone. This was actually my second favorite person that I ended up meeting, and if I could describe him in one word, it was humble. He was so freaking down to earth and just so humble. It blew me away. It really did, because I mean, come on, Terrifier is kind of out there, you know what I'm saying? And for him to be just so socially awkward and trying to include everyone and thanking people for coming to his booth. And I mean, he was just the most humble person that I had met. It was crazy. So I had told him that, it was my first time there, because he asked where I wanted him to sign it at, and I told him it didn't matter, wherever he thought best. So this is what he ended up picking. I didn't know at the time, y'all, that he has just recently started to do these. So you could tell, now that I know it, you could look back and tell that he's not comfortable in like these kind of situations yet. He's still getting used to them. And so I think that it makes more sense looking back at it now, because he was kind of fidgety, I guess, like nervous, not like a bad fidgety. It was just, he's nervous, in big crowds and stuff. I think maybe it gets to him a little bit, which it does me too. So I completely understand it. It makes sense now that I know that now. But let me just say, y'all, so he was done signing this, he had actually asked, because we was going to do these pictures, he asked me who was standing behind me, who was standing behind me? And I was like, well, this is my daughter, and this is my husband, who is off a little bit in the back because he had my phone and he was going to do the pictures because we had nobody else to hold it. And he actually went out to my husband out in the crowd and talked to him for a couple of minutes as I was gathering everything up and everything. And so he took the phone from my husband, went up to one of the workers and was like, hey, do you mind if you take this picture for her so that way her husband can be in this picture with her? And so, of course, she took the picture. And if you pay attention to the picture, this was the only person who actually touched my husband. When it comes to a woman, it seems like everyone is so quick to throw their arms around him. It's no big deal. But I've noticed that when it comes to a guy, usually it's kind of awkward poses or something when it comes to it was nice how he made everyone feel included You know what I mean? To be a part of something. I don't know, just a small gesture of going out of his way, asking. I wasn't going to bother him and ask him about it. You know what I mean? And he just took it onto himself to do it. And so I look at that picture, and it's actually one of my favorite pictures because, he put his hand on my husband's shoulder as it was like draped around me and everything. So it was just a way to make us all feel a part of something. So anyway, I just wanted to clear that up, and yeah. All right. Bye, guys. Okay. So now I avoided this person. I've asked around about this person for a while now. I've always been a fan of this person's work. And I avoided this person because I'd heard so many horror stories really about him, and I didn't want to believe it. So I didn't want to meet the guy. But my husband was like, you're going to regret it if you don't, it could be just hearsay, I ended up finding a piece that I fell in love with, and it gave me the opportunity to actually go and get his autograph. And oh my God, the stories are true. I was so damn disappointed. Like, this guy is so, what's the word I'm looking for, guys? I don't want to sit up there and drag anyone's name because it could be a bad day for this person, right? We're all human. We have bad days, but this person, even comparing other people's experiences, looking at the pictures, standing in line, just watching this guy all night, you could tell he's very self-absorbed. And if you said anything at all, like it's a yep or no answer. Yep. Like, he is so uninterested. It's almost sickening. It really is. So anyway, that is Tom Savini, y'all. Tom Savini. So I seen this piece and I fell in love with it. I have been a fan of this guy since I was a kid. I can't tell you. It was like a part of me or something just like crushed. It did. I don't feel the same way about this guy anymore, knowing how he is and watching him the entire night, how he did other people, and it was always the same way. Please tell me if you had a good experience with this guy, because I hate just thinking of him that way. But he just, like I said, he wouldn't stand up for nobody. He took your item, basically kind of tossed your pen back to you. He was just so uninterested. Maybe he's just getting old. I don't know. But check out this piece. I fell in love with this piece when I seen it. It looks like that right there. And then it's got mouths that are magnetic. There we go. And then you can change them out. So here's this mouth. This mouth. Isn't this awesome? And then we have the last one. That mouth right there. So I had him sign the head. That way, I'm going to put it on the wall somewhere, and I can play and change with the mouse whenever. But such a great piece. Unfortunately, my experience with him is definitely not one that... Let's just move on, okay? Let's move on. So the next one. Oh my God, I had no idea. Why did somebody not tell me this? Forewarning, you guys, pay attention to this because you're going to need to know this one. So the last person here, I actually have two things from. I ordered an item before I went so that way I could get it dual signed. Had I known there was bad blood between these two people, I would have never done that. It made for such a damn awkward situation, and I had no idea. So just from my experience, guys, don't take anything with Linda Blair's name on it to Eileen Dietz. It opened a can of freaking worms. I was not expecting. Apparently there's bad blood between these two. And here's my experience. Okay. I have my item. And I handed it to her this way. So that way she could sign this side, right? It's empty. She flips it and she's like, oh, well, she took the whole front, pick one of these from her table. And I was like, well, you mean to tell me, I'm sorry, I do have an attitude too if somebody's a bitch to me. I was like, you mean to tell me you can't sign right here? And she's like, well, I guess I can. And she signed it there. And I was looking at her table and I didn't want to be a complete bitch. So she had another item on her table that I loved. And so I was waiting to get one of those items as well. Well, she was telling my husband, she went on and on and on about how bad of just a bitch that Linda Blair was. I mean, the entire time it was so dang awkward. It was so awkward. It was horrible. I left that table wishing I'd never went up to her. That was how bad it was. So I seen other people's experiences and everything, and everyone, they're joking around and having fun, and she's laughing and great pictures with everybody. But it was a sour note because I took an item that had Linda Blair's name on it. So what she said was that they were at an award show, and for whatever reason, Eileen Dietz told the, I guess, creators or something like that not to give Linda Blair an award. And so I guess I don't know if she's the one to thank for it or whatever, but apparently Linda Blair didn't get that award. And so now she refuses to tour anywhere or go to any cons or anything else if Eileen Dietz is there. Which, if that is true, and then just, you're a bitter person because somebody got recognized, that's wrong. Don't do that shit. Why? So anyway, that was my experience. I don't know how many of these are floating out there, because she said that if her name is on an item, that Linda Blair will refuse to sign it. So forewarning, if you do want to get something signed, you're going to have to do it the way I did it. But like I said, it opened up a can of worms that I didn't know about, and it just left a whole ass awkward situation there. But I will say this is one of my favorite pieces, just because I love this movie so much, and I don't think there's many of these out there, so there's that. But so the last item I got from her, because, I didn't want to be a complete bitch, but she had these Pazuzus. Check them out. And she said there was only 40 of these made. So there's my Pazuzu. Freaking awesome. Love Pazuzu. And then the bottom down there is signed, and I did get it certified as well. So it says to Erica, and it says Eileen Dietz. So that was my haul. Dang, some of these were negative, but I tell you what, Damien Leone is amazing. Such a freaking cool guy. One of my favorite people to meet. And I will definitely, it doesn't matter, I will go up to him next time just to say hi or get something signed to talk to him again. He's a cool guy. So there's that. I hope you enjoyed this video, and tell me what you think in the comments. I'd love to hear it. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Bye, y'all.